What's at stake with these arguments today, and what sticks out to you from what you've heard so far?
Yeah, so much is at stake because what the justices could ultimately decide would impact a woman who want to get access to the abortion pill mifepristone, even in states where abortion is legal. I've been taking some notes as we've been listening to these oral arguments, so forgive me for just looking down at what we had just heard. The counsel for the Justice Department, arguing that the FDA relied on dozens of studies involving tens of thousands of women, arguing that there is no evidence that the FDA overlooked anything, going on to say that women should not be forced to undergo more invasive surgical abortions, which may happen if the FDA or could not or has to roll back some of these restrictions that are currently in place, and then going on to argue that others might not be able to access the drug at all, making a nod at the far-reaching consequences that could be sweeping if the Supreme Court and if these justices decide that those restrictions need to be put back in place. She called on the justices to reject that standing. Now, of course, Diane, as we've been talking about all morning, we wanted to pay close attention to what the justices were asking, especially having our eyes on Justice Amy Coney Barrett. She asked if there's more risk if you do not see a doctor. Remember, now with the current, what is currently in place, if you want to get access to the abortion pill mifepristone, you don't have to do those 3 in-person doctor visits. You are able to get the drug prescribed by mail. All of that obviously could change based off of what the justices decide. We heard from the Justice Department saying the FDA ultimately concluded it could be dispensed without those in-person visits. We heard Amy Coney Barrett then ask if it was a required condition to receive an ultrasound when you were at the doctor's office, when you wanted to get the pill prescribed. She then went on to say that the FDA has always left that up to medical judgment. Then on the other end, and what we just sort of heard before you brought us in for this roundtable here, we heard from Justice Jackson. She was asking the lawyer representing a company who makes these pills if she has concerns about judges getting involved in the scientific study. And that underscores sort of really what so many in the medical community are talking about here, that if the justices decide to weigh in on this, what is next? Could they go after potentially other drugs that the FDA has approved? So it really underscores what's at stake in this hearing that we're seeing take place before the Supreme Court today, Diane.